Stream thinking. It's learning how to trust what is in your present. Now, to get there requires practice. Every day, I do one sheet of paper, 10 minutes. I write about whatever is moving through my moment of what is right now. Absolutely no judgment. Stream thinking sharpens your skills as a listener, as a communicator, and as an activator. Learning how to trust what is right now. This is stream thinking. Today we're reading from March 4th, 2023, a story about young adults who do stupid things. I mean, come on, we all heard it growing up, right? I hear it even more today, and it's got nothing to do with my age. Research shows it's a lack of manners. You see, in the 1960s through the 1990s, teens misbehaving were caught up in an act of rebellion against authority. Whereas today, the studies show young adults are self-centered with no authority. It doesn't exist in their minds. I mean, how about Chick-fil-A recently making headlines when a store on the East Coast announced that they would not let teens in at night without their parents. The reason why is because the chicken restaurant is a family restaurant. They want that family attitude and atmosphere, and when the teens come walking in, things begin to change, which many of today's teens struggle with. They don't understand. The number one cause, according to this research, is bad behavior and being rude. It's followed by impatience. I actually had a teenager tell me, our parents were rebellious so we could be free. Now, this is not a knock against the teenage years. I'm just trying to understand the differences between the generations. We've all been badasses in our life. We've all made waves. We've all made the lady across the street a little upset. She had to call the cops. We've all been there. We've all thrown eggs at houses, and we've done things to apple orchards, and we've cut off the rhubarb. We've all been there. All I want to do is to dig into the research of why today seems more like a numbing than an activation of trying to help heal. I get what the teenager was saying. We were rebellious in the 60s and 70s. And yes, our teens are free. But they're free to do what? When does somebody step in without offending what it is that they're doing? I work at a strip mall. You should see the out-of-control behavior of the young adults. And the best way to handle it is I go up and have a conversation with them. Not a mean one. I just say, what's going on? How you guys doing? Great. What movie you seen? I try to be that neighbor, not the one that calls the cops, but the neighbor that says, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. This is mine too. Don't paint on the wall. Please don't paint on the wall. No, you don't need to be doing that. But it's because, according to the research, they are self-centered with no authority. Okay, I want to stop there for a second because I took this very subject to NFL player R.K. Russell. We were talking about the teens because he's got a book that speaks directly into everybody's heart, and I wanted to hear his side of the story. And it does open up your heart to a better understanding.
I think that the POV I think is a little different. I think that especially young people now, they have so much kind of put on their plate as a young age, so much information to them via social media, some of it correct, a lot of it not. And I think that it does kind of make you want to be selfish. You see, things like climate change, you see the political unrest, you see legislation being brought against so many people in ways that incite violence. And I think that you feel the only control you have, the only onus you have is over yourself and to take your focus inward. I would encourage people to know that the only way that we're going to get through these hard times, the only way that you're going to get to where you want to go, that you're going to be happy is with the people around you. It's with support. It's with family. It's with community. So I would look at it that way. To really be your happiest self and live your happiest life, you need to allow people in and you need to be there for people. No one in this world, we weren't brought into this world alone. There's almost 8 billion people in this world. We weren't meant to go through anything alone. So I really encourage young people to find a community that they care about and that cares about them. Yeah. And go with that. Start there, and that'll propel you forward and create empathy.
That's kind of a scary place to be because what's going to follow them? If our rebellious ways as teenagers let them be free today, what are their ways going to be for their kids in the next generation? We should all be constantly aware of what's being accepted. And if you don't like it, Do something in the community. Get involved. Don't be the innocent bystander on the sides or locked up in your house because, oh, it's 7 o'clock. I ain't going out to dinner tonight. Those crazy ass teens are out there. Get to know them, but not as an authority. Get to know who they are as real people and develop a nice local community relationship. We can all work together. We all love the same music. We're all binge watching the same TV shows. We're all going to the same movies and restaurants. Get to know them. They are beautiful people. And look, if they are lacking direction, in a very calm and friendly manner, say, whoo, man, I remember when I did that. Whoo, the outcome? I'm Arrow, and that's Stream Thinking.